Thanks for joining us. I'm Brad Satin with Smart Money Matters. Today's topic is Knowledge is Power, Know Your Money. And we are joined by Jerrí Hewett Miller. She is with Wealth Horizon. How are you today, Jerry?
I am doing very well, Brad. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for joining us. You say that when it comes to finances, a lot of people don't even have basic knowledge.
That's true. My maxim, Brad, is knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. So, there's actually two ways that you need to have knowledge. The number one way is to know everything about your finances. You need to know your income and expenses. You need to know your net worth. You need to know your liabilities. So if you don't know that information, that's the first thing we have to do. It's going to take some work, but we've got to get that done. That's the foundation. The other knowledge that you have to acquire is just some basic concepts about money, time value of money, compound interest. And we teach our clients those things. We want them to have a good educational foundation about finances.
I would imagine a starting point is to know exactly where you are today, right?
Exactly, and that's why we do the complete inventory. Sometimes we ask a client that might not be sure about the expenses that actually they incur. We will ask them to go back for a full year and go through credit card statements, go through their bank statements, and let's categorize everything that you spend.
And with the information that you then give me, what do I do with that?
Well, that's an easy one. Our tagline is the confidence to move forward. And that's what we help you do. Once we gather all of that information, we actually make it easy for you. We have a list that we ask our clients to bring in. And once we gather that information, then we're going to spend a lot of time talking about where you want to go. You know, you're at point A. What's point B? What does that look like for you? And we're going to be by your side, holding your hand, and we're going to map out a plan to get you from point A to B.
And you say it's important to categorize your finances, right?
Yes. You need to know what your fixed expenses are. You need to know what your discretionary expenses are. That's the hardest one for most people. I tell them, take the final number that they get, and we're going to probably increase it by 20% because most people are a little off on how they estimate their expenses.
And something like this, I would imagine, is fluid. This plan could always be changing.
Absolutely. One of the best things you can do is to sit down at least once a year and review the plan. One of the things we do with our clients is our plans, we like to call them living, breathing plans. They actually update every day. We don't encourage that you look at them every day, but based on what's happening in the market, based on the amount of money that you've saved, we can actually pull the data at any minute and tell you where you are as compared to our roadmap.
Plenty of good help available. Jerry, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Brad.
You're welcome. I'm Brad Satin for Smart Money Matters.